Hi, good evening, all. Hello, good evening, all. This is Sultana Sheik. I'm from Bangalore, India, and today I would like to share with you my poetic odyssey. I am at the outset. I'm very grateful to Fertile Brains and Mr. Krishna Kumar giving me this great opportunity to share my journey of poetry with you all. So here we go. I started writing poetry as a child, as a 7-year-old child, and this deepened, as time went on. And throughout my corporate career, I was into the IT field, and throughout my 15 years with major IT majors, I did not give up on my journey throughout the hectic schedule, and I should say God and Guru's grace that I've been able to come to this stage. Uh, Basically, I write on themes of mysticism and nature, and my focus is Sufi poetry mostly. I'm basically a life sciences graduate, and I've had a convent education background. So this helped me really to hone my language skills. I'm a life coach as well, a self-styled life coach and a blogger. I'm a green enthusiast, and I call myself a wordsmith. So this is about me. So coming to my poetic journey, if you see, I have been through a lot of anthologies. I've contributed to a lot of anthologies, beginning with the CPC, Chennai Poetry Circle, then the IPC, India Poetry Circle, and quite a lot of international anthologies as well. And right now, I read my poem today in the Ericard Poetry Festival, Dream Poetry. So this is the book, this is the anthology. 2 of my poems have been published here. And I'm very grateful to Gitanjali Dilip for always featuring me for the past 4 years. So that's something. And here I would like to share with you my latest brainchild, as I would call it. This is The Golden Dawn. This book was released during COVID times. It's a COVID times release, and actually it bagged the best poet of the year 2020 by Galaxy Foundation. This book won the award. It's a collection of, if you see, a lot of spiritual experiences, deep mystic experiences which I've gone through from my childhood. So I would like to read one poem from this, which probably would give you the gist of what I've been doing here. Yeah. So here, let me share this with you. The title itself is called Golden Dawn. So here I read it for you. The thunder of Devdat's hooves, the lightning of his rider's divine countenance, for the fragrance of purifying sandal that shall mark his arrival. Oh, how I await the second coming, a lightful Messiah in the era of darkness. I await the single night at the threshold of end time, in which shall shine the Mahdi of the noble lineage of Muhammad. I await the Satya Yuga, that golden age of fairness and purity, where thoughts sound themselves on ears without the tongue loosening itself from its mudra of sacred silence. I await the look of the master of the yoga who initiates seekers from miles away without ceremony, the only yagna required being the pouring of oneself into the fire of oneself. But I am only a mortal yet, and aeons away from the age of the immortals. So I am beginning a day of the golden age in the here of the now. As I pour myself into your wine pitcher, beloved, I drink of thee, and lo, earth and sky have turned golden. Is it my heartbeat, or has Devdutt arrived? What was that blinding light? Is it the shine of the sword of the Mahdi, that which slays the false ego with its lightful blaze? Oh, I do not care to distinguish which from which. All I want is that fragrance of sandal from the mazar of my peer, the one whose disciples belong to the religion of love, to fill my body, breath, and being, and end in a beginning, a golden dawn of Satya Yuga. So the footnotes here are Devdutt. I'm referring to the horse of Vishnu as the Kalki avatar. Second coming refers to the second coming of Christ, Jesus Christ. And Mahdi means Imam Mahdi. And Pir refers to the Guru, master in the Sufi tradition. So I basically write fusion poetry where I combine concepts, yogic concepts, concepts from all faiths together, in a very Sufi manner. So my family has a very Sufi tradition, and it's a very inclusive kind of. We write inclusive poetry, very inclusive poetry, and our basis is humanity, to spread the love of humanity, the oneness of humanity. What cannot be done, through religion, it can be done through poetry. Yeah, we feel that betterment of the human condition, we can do it through our writing. So in this context, I would like to share with you an interesting article which was published in the teachings of the great Indian masters who have influenced humanity. It's a Sufi world initiative by Dr. S.L. Piran. So here in chapter 4, I was given opportunity to write about Sufism and how it can unite humanity. And this is what I have written. It is called the Kesariya Daman of Sufism. So the very title, if you see Kesaria, which refers to the orange color, the saffron color. Okay. So usually I'm from a faith, from a Muslim faith. And basically, if you see, the Muslim faith is identified with the green color. But the Sufis of India specifically, they decided to adopt the Kesaria color, Hind, the Indian color of saffron. So we call it the Chishtiya order. So here there is a very famous saint, you would have heard about Ajmer Dargah. So he is Khaja Moinuddin Chishti, Hazrat Khaja Moinuddin Chishti, Rahmatullahi alayh. So he is the head of the Chishtiya order. And this Kesariya Daman is like, it's a mantle which spreads across India, without considering the faith or the caste or anything. Just if you are a human being and you want a guru, yes, here I am. That's what he said. So this is the title. I would like to read one paragraph from this, the first opening paragraph. The Kesariya Daman of Sufism. It is Sufi Basant at Hazrat Nizamuddin Auliya. The day is Basant Panchami. It's the only day that Khawali is allowed inside the tomb area near Hazrat Nizamuddin Auliya, rather than at the courtyard, as in the usual scenario. The flowers are yellow marigold. Yellow marks the singers and attendees attire as well. The language and imagery is so distinctly Indian. A classic example of Indian tradition being embraced by a Sufi order, namely the Chishtiya order, whose most prominent Sufi is Hazrat Khaja Gharib Nawaz Muinuddin Chishti, Rahmatullahi alayh, popularly known as Hindal Wali, the saint of India. The Sufi Basant began at Hazrat Nizamuddin Auliya in an attempt by his cherished disciple Amir Khusro to cheer him after the loss of his beloved nephew. Yellow attire, yellow flowers, and a poem was what it took to bring a smile to the beloved face of Hazrat Nizamuddin. And we hope that every year it does too. So this is an example. So here I'm going to read out that poem, which was featured in Lilacs in Bloom by Dr. Jarnail Singh Anand in his project of Galaxy International Foundation. So I wish to share this poem. Sufi Basant. Oh, will the yellow soothe my master's grief? I will drape myself in yellow then. Like the pious lady, yellow clad, bearing flowers of yellow hue, on her way to the temple of her whose instrument is the veena. It's referring to Goddess Saraswati. Singing a song of spring, I too carry a bouquet of mustard flowers. Maybe they would cheer him. Cheer him means I'm referring to the Guru, my master. In bright yellow, I write my songs of saffron on the sacred shroud that drapes him, for whom I wear the yellow. O Khushro, come, we need you in this land of Sufi. We bind not love with the color of religion. O Kutubuddin Kaki. Kutubuddin Kaki is another prominent saint of the Chishtiya order. He is called Bakhtiyar Kaki. His mausoleum is also in Delhi. O Kutubuddin Kaki, you of the miraculous bread, wearer of the saffron flowers, show us again that the Chishti sainthood stands for all. That at your dargah we sit eat, and pray together, keeping religion aside, bound by just your love. On Basant Panchami Khushro, I learn what it is to be a worthy disciple. So Sufi, as I said, the footnote says Sufi Basant is celebrated at the Sufi Dargah of Panchami. So this is the kind of interstices which I work with in my poetry. So I see what binds us, from different faiths, different beliefs. We set everything aside, and what binds us. I write about that. This is basically about my poem, and I would like to. Another thing is mm, there was this Madras Day celebrated every year. So we brought out the Indian Poetry Circle. We brought out an anthology called Madras Hues and Myriad Views. A lot of effort has gone into this thing. This is a very personal kind of a thing, and I wanted to read this because it's very directly related to me. I had written about Madras, an old artifact. We were supposed to write about old artifacts of Madras, to which we have an emotional connection. And here I have written about Moor Market. And what is my connection to Moor Market? Let's see that. So give me a minute. So it is called, this poem features on Madras Hues, Myriad Views, page 27. So it's called Missy Baby's Day at Market. So let's see what it talks about. A magnificent entrance, arched in a palace-like fashion. As they passed through, the child sneezed. Dust was everywhere. The green parrot's sharp screech jarred with the lovebird's twitter, punctuated with the calls of vendors, Vanga ya Vanga. This is in Tamil, come sir, come. One greeting stood out. Missy baby, I have the sweetest doll for you. She looks just like you. Chubby cheeks, curly hair, satin frock, and red shoes. The doll was really very beautiful. The father frowned at the tag. I'm a merchant too here, you know. The vendor relented, accepted half price. A huge trumpet like instrument stood on a round black box. A gramophone, smiled the father. Leaping fish in myriad colors filled aquariums. The girl jumped at a sudden shout from a wandering singer. Extempore Ghana. Ghana is a local, colloquial kind of a song made up extempore. Extempore Ghana accompanied a worn out harmonium. Rustic music and colloquial love lines serenaded a gypsy beauty who bestowed the singer's face with betel nut spittle, which he wiped in grinning reverence. And then came the smell, delicious, musty, aromatic, the scent of books. The girl raced into the closest bookshop. Her bored father sighed and headed for the tea shop. As the smiling child emerged with an armload of purchase, an hour later, the resigned father asked, shall we go? Wait, Amma asked for pickle jars, she reminded. A descent into another archway, darker than outside. A mad rush and haggling. The child was sweating. Father and daughter enjoyed ice creams. The stately vehicle, the cycle rickshaw, boarded doll and all. The father promised a visit to the circus during the holidays, a full day of promises, sunshine, and good bargains. Less than a year later, Missy Baby grew up, and very fast. For two things collapsed: her beloved Moor Market, devoured by fire, and her adored father, who collapsed on the portico, seeing the flames from halfway up the town. The father led a lifeless existence through the month of fasting and all those that followed until his last day. The Moor Market stands a lifeless lily pond, the structure as empty of charm and adventure as those lives whose livelihood was snatched away. And as she stands here before you reading, Missy Baby prays for the resurrection of her beloved Moor Market. So this is my connection with Moor Market. As a child, I used to go with my father. We had two shops there, and it used to be a journey into some kind of a fairyland, literally fairyland, and especially so because of the beautiful toys and books. There was no Odyssey at that time. There was no landmark. We used to go to all over the town. From all over the town, people used to come to Moor Market to buy books, good books at very reasonable prices. And any books that school related, college related, which you won't get anywhere, you will get here. And you'll get a lot of beautiful items, household items, everything. So it was like a shopping experience which most of us who grew up there, we will never forget it. We lost our shops in the fire of the Moor market. My father was very devastated because of that. He lost his health, and still, Lily Pond, that Moor market stands there as a very stark reminder of what we all went through. So I wish and pray that it comes to pass that in my lifetime at least I get to see that it flourishes, that Moor market. So this is my journey. So Madras views and Myriad views. So the latest I would want to share with you is this Dream Poetry Year Card, which is going on. A fantastic job by Gitanjali Dilip and her team. So here, I would like to share one poem from here. Yeah. This poem of mine, it's called Ardul Ahlam. So this year's theme for the Irkat Poetry Fest is dream space. So it's all about dreams and space. So here, this is my poem. Ardul Ahlam. The ship had arrived on the dark waters of sleep, that brother of death, sleep. I heard the deep sound of its horn, signaling me to wake up and board. Single passenger, no co-travelers on this nightly voyage. It is the ship bound for the realm of dreams, Ardul Ahlam. Ah, what a place it was, this land of dreams, dreamland. Nothing could have been more real. Here, limbs are wings and eyes are portals to immortality of thought. Here I fly with the birds and swim with the fish as if I was born of them, scale mountains like staircases, and grasp the clouds with my hands. I wear the sky mantle star-studded and inhale the scent of dreams. Here the living lie as if dead, and the dead converse with me as alive. Yet I know it is no fantasy, it is real. A dimension I do not understand. Yet deep down, I do. Scenes flash before my eyes like it did before Scrooge's in the presence of the spirit of Christmas present. And yet I could clearly see the future. What puzzles me was it bothered me not, for I knew at that moment that there was no future at all. It was all now or never. I could blot it out too if I wanted. But then a strange, sweet stupor took over me. I relished it and let it all play. The ship stopped at a port. I was told to alight. Many heavy chests were carried out and given to me. I opened the treasure, treasure upon treasure, Hazinat al Khayal, neatly placed before my bed. And I woke up with the golden rays of the sun in my eyes. So in the footnotes, I've given the definition of Ardul Ahlam, which means realm of dreams. Khazinat al Khayal is treasures of imagination. So so this is all that I wanted to share with you, folks. And like so my book Golden Dawn is available on both Flipkart and Amazon. So if you would review this for me, I would be very indebted. Yeah. Uh, there is one more poem which I would want to share with you from Golden Dawn. I don't know how relevant it is, but yet something made me write that. It is titled Elite of Kali Yuga, to show what is happening in this Kali Yuga. So here it goes. Elite of Kali Yuga. Who are the elite? Those whose wealth speaks at gatherings, singled out for marked courtesies. Who are the elite of the new age? The ones who hold sway in the virtual world of the internet. Do the others exist in this dizzy Aquarian age? The silent water bearers watering the world's earth. Who are they? Where are they? Those that shy away from the scathing scorpion-like criticism, like the look of the sales girl at a size XXL customer in a lingerie shop. What shows of solace do those sensitive Piscean souls find to hide in their own shadows in the dark caves of recuperation? What about those that are the salt of the earth, Taurian traits that welcome an Aryan sun with a generous heart, even if it parched its green? What is this era that has disembodied itself so as to exist without a digital presence is almost being non existent? Where is the Internet of Things taking the human being? Are we centaurs who stargaze only through the lens of laptops? Or are we mountain goats who only want to climb mountains visible to others? Are we crabs that hide behind the shells of likes while being unsure of ourselves? Or are we two-headed Januses of Geminian trait, two opinions on one tongue and with a liberal twist of balancing scales causing justice denied? What is the new elite of Instagram, of surrogate parenthood with abandoned infants still in vogue? We are still in Kali Yuga, I am told. So when will the new era wake up into the golden dawn? A new body, not addicted to the online drug, or the new hippie tunes of dub smash and TikTok? How I long for the dawn of the golden silence, free of the noise of artificial intelligences, filled just with the songs of trees and seas, with the wisdom of the whale and the dolphin, who are the masters of the very secret of life, the control of breath. The golden age of mastery, when the very microbes convey interstellar messages into my neurons. The flow of prana shall allow my commands, and death shall await right at my door like an unread email until I invite it in. So this was it was a very heartfelt writing, and I didn't know how it would be received, but yet I wanted to do it, and I did it. This is about it, folks, from me. There is another theme which I usually write in my poetry, and that is about suicide prevention. This is something which is close to my heart because I lost a couple of friends to suicide, and it has left a deep impression on me. So suicide prevention is something which we as a society must work for, I feel. Nobody deserves to take their own life like that before it's their time. Huh? So this is one thing. One poem about suicide prevention. It's called The Last Straw. It may be a lifetime of piled firewood, built and kept ready for the match to strike. Heaped up herds, sun-dried, watching anger, heaped up embers of disappointments, half aglow, awaiting just one firing to burst into leaping flames. Here, neat piles of jabs like missiles, looking harmless in their inactive state, under headings of advice, well-wisher, and so on. They are like honeyed poison, a jealous adversary, sarcastic all the West, bragging relatives. Oh, I secured this, that, and that, enjoying a drink which tastes all the more better to them when the other stands thirsty. Taunts that look like double-edged swords, waiting for the right moment to strike, like a cornered venomous snake. Bullying, hidden under a veneer of leadership, a rope through the nostril of a pliant nature. It is the custom of this world to never leave a person alone while they try to make something of themselves. And when tired of everything, they stop trying, then they are really left really alone. This invisible, unheard shout, I'm better than you. Why does everybody say it? Why does it matter so much to hear words of self praise from another's mouth? No wonder every day someone stands on the brink, waiting for a wisp of a breeze to push them down the precipice of self harm. One single match to fire those missiles down the slope of downfall. One last straw on a back, battered, broken, beaten in life, to go over the edge. Suicide, the deadly word. Disguised it stands, imposter. There is never, ever a suicide. It is always murder, silent, step by step, stripping away bit by bit all that is worth of a person until what is left does not want to be. It's fine not to wish the very best for someone. It's fine even if you cannot give them their due. But one thing in life, make sure that it is not you who are the last straw that sent them over the edge. So here I complete my session, folks, and I'm very grateful again, once again, to Prasanna Kumar and Fertile Brains giving me this platform. This is my first time as a solo reading, and I'm very, very happy and very grateful to all of you. Thank you for listening to me.